Boys, we're back with a brand new video. I took yesterday off to celebrate my 21st birthday. Didn't do anything special. Took the day off, slept a bunch. It was heavenly. But we're back on NBA 2K18, about to do one of my favorite challenges from back in the day. Named, I think it's gonna be like the last pick rebuilding challenge or something like that. Let me break it down for y'all. So if we take a look at the My League settings, we're gonna be doing a fantasy draft. It is a fantasy draft, but it's a fixed fantasy draft, and I get to pick the order. So in a regular fantasy draft, if you have the number 1 pick in the first round, you're gonna have the number 60 pick in the second round. You know, so the first team doesn't get the best team, you feel me? Like, you gotta actually draft the right way. But in this challenge, well, the first pick in the first round is also getting the first pick in the second, third, fourth, fifth. I'm going to be getting the last pick in every single round, number 30 in every single round. So logically, we should have the worst team in year number 1. But me, I'm going to try to draft my heart out. So I'm going to pick the Bulls, as always. Once this loads up, normally the Bulls would have the, what number pick? Look, we were already close to 30, but we're going to just switch us and the Suns, so we will have the last pick. And let's get into it, man. So we're going to have the 30th pick in every single round. I'm going to try to breeze through this. First pick, Mccollum. He's always averaging like 30 points per game. Pick him up. Dude, this just lets you know we're in the second round, and these are the players I get to pick from. It's trash. It's absolute trash. Like, the number 1 team in the league is going to have Kevin Durant and Kevin Love, LeBron, and Blake Griffin, Kawhi Leonard, and Pop. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, back to drafting. Pick up Harrison Barnes. Not a lot of options there, so I just take Harrison. Tristan Thompson, every 6th man of the year. I think I worded that wrong. In 2K, Jeremy Lin wins 6th man of the year all the time. He's going to be our starter. Markieff Morris, Patty Mills, Jonathan Simmons, JaMychal Green, Mike Muscala, and lastly, Quincy Pondexter. Now, the rest of the spots, I'm just going to let the assistant GM carry, because we usually just run a 10-man rotation anyway, so it's no big deal who they draft. But let's see how this goes, man. Let's see what number team we drafted, because logically, we should have the last team, but we actually got the 27th team, so we outdrafted 3 teams. I'll take that for now. Our rotation is looking like Jeremy Lin, CJ McCollum, Harrison Barnes, Markieff Morris, Tristan Thompson, Patty Mills, JaMychal Green, Jonathan Simmons, Mike Muscala, Garrett Temple is who they drafted, Tyler Zeller, and DeLon Wright. I don't know. I'm going to try to look around for some trades, but maybe I won't make trades year number 1. We're going to pick up one of the Hernan Gomez brothers for Garrett Temple. 1 year, $8 million deal. We're going to get rid of it now instead of just letting him walk. And that's a nice little young center to put into the rotation to back up Tristan Thompson. So right now, we're going to just simulate to, I guess, the end of the season. Let's get there. This lets you know how loyal Russell Westbrook really is. Even in a fantasy draft, he ends up on OKC and he drops another triple-double. That's just who he is, man. Rookie of the year went to Lonzo in Charlotte. 6th man of the year went to Rondo back in Boston. Wow, okay. Joel Embiid wins defensive player of the year. That's weird. Cal Anderson wins most improved. Coach of the year goes to Quinn Snyder of the Jazz. Alrighty. So we finished 10th in the Eastern Conference with a record of 41-41. It came down to the wire. Come back into it. We were 2 games out of the playoffs. 2 games out of the playoffs. So we will be in the lottery. It'll be late in the lottery. But let's see what teams win the championship. What team drafted the best possible team in the first year? Obviously wasn't me. But I'll take that as a W. 41 wins with having the last team in the league. I'll take that. Or the last pick in the league. So Gordon Hayward ends up on Boston too. And he wins a championship, Boston fans. Look at you. You got your boy. And this team is not even really good. They just won a championship. Gordon Hayward, Buddy Hield, that's solid. Steven Adams. This team is not great, but they won a championship against Russell Westbrook and Drummond and Jaylen Brown and Austin Rivers is their starting shooting guard. All right, your number 1 is over with. Your number 2 is where the real rebuilding comes into play. Some Hall of Famers retiring. League meetings, make sure they don't try to approve something that we don't approve of. Nah, we don't approve of that. Lottery. I'm not going to sit through the whole thing. We're just going to, hopefully we jump up, and we got the 13th pick. All right, draft time. For me, this is pretty much a no-brainer. Harrison Barnes for Blake Griffin. We're also throwing in Luke Kennard and JaMychal Green, our first-round pick. But I think this is a significant upgrade. Harrison Barnes, I'm sorry, my brother, but you got to go. Now we don't really need Markieff Morris. That money that he's holding up, we can trade So let me find a good deal for him. We're just going to clear that money up completely, trade him for a first round pick. Now, I know we're still over the cap by a bunch, but I feel like those first round picks will come in handy. Hernan Gomez, he had a pretty solid season. Tristan Thompson actually had a worse season than his backup. So Tristan in a first rounder, let's see what we can get for it. At this point, we're just really stocking up draft picks. Unprotected Miami Heat pick for Patty Mills. I don't know if this is going to be a good trade because Jeremy Lin is not on our team. We'd have to try to re-sign him. So maybe we'll need Patrick Beverly. Not Patrick Beverly, but Patty Mills. But I'm taking a chance right here. We're going to trade Jonathan Simmons for Rashawn Holmes. Unprotected second rounder to go along with it. I think that's a good trade because we really didn't have a backup power forward when we do have a backup shooting guard and kinda in Luke Kennard. I do want to move Tristan Thompson, but I cannot find a really good deal for him. I'm gonna keep searching though. Mike Muscala for a first rounder. It is protected, but whatever. We just want to get that money off the books so we can have room to sign a small forward because we don't have a single one on the roster. We're gonna make this trade to get Nick Vucevic for Tristan Thompson. In this, we're saving about $5 million in cap. Switching draft picks don't really matter too much. I'll take that. He actually had a better year last year anyway, and I think he'll be fine next to Blake Griffin. But let's actually go sign a small forward now. All right, so our team is looking like Jeremy Lin, who decided to re-sign. CJ McCollum, we picked up Tyreek Evans in the offseason. It's pretty much the only solid small forward we can get for the amount of money we had. Of course, Blake Griffin, we made that trade, and Vucevic. Off the bench, we got Hernan Gomez, Rashawn Holmes, Tyler Zeller's in the rotation, which kind of sucked. Luke Kennard, and then the bench warmers are bench warmers. Let's go into the season. I feel like I will be trading Jeremy Lin like right at the trade deadline, but we'll talk about that once it happens. I decided that I want to win a championship this year, so we're gonna make some trades right now. We're gonna trade Blake Griffin some first rounders for DeMar DeRozan. I'll probably slide CJ over to the point guard position. I'm gonna trade Nick Vucevic for Goran Dragic to be our point guard. And this way we can actually have Jeremy Lin be traded for a power forward. Jeremy Lin, Mirotic, first rounder. Brook Lopez will be our starting power forward now. Get our bench a little bit better. Tyreek Evans for Jaylen Brown and Larry Nance Jr. That's a dope trade. Yeah, we're throwing in 2 first round picks, but yeah, we're trying to win for right now. So those first round picks don't mean nothing. Malcolm Brogdon, backup point guard. And probably the last trade we're gonna do, Luke Kennard, Tyler Zeller, first rounder for Frank Kaminsky and Trey Lyles to end out the rotation. So here's what the team is looking like. We got Goran Dragic, CJ McCollum, DeMar DeRozan, Brook Lopez, Willie Hernan Gomez. Off the bench, Larry Nance, Malcolm Brogdon, Frank Kaminsky, Jaylen Brown, and Trey Lyles. Like right now, our team is 6-20, and that's why I decided to make these trades. Before these trades, our team was trash. Let's see how good we're gonna be at the All-Star break, and then see if we can sneak into the playoffs and maybe upset some teams. So we did go on a nice little run at the All-Star break. We're sitting at 26-27. That is 8th in the Eastern Conference right now. I'll take it. I just wanted to update y'all here, and we're gonna go to the end of the season, and hopefully we can keep or even jump up higher in the standings. Stephen Curry wins MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to some random cat. Greg Monroe wins, what's that, 6-man. Defensive Player of the Year, Andre Drummond. Most Improved, Emmanuel Mudiay. And Coach of the Year, Quinn Snyder wins it 2 years in a row. Whatever. We did get into the playoffs, boys. After starting 6-20, I think it was, we are sitting at 46-36. Those trades really came through. We jumped up to the 4th seed. I'll show y'all the way the season ended for us. Last time we checked, we were at February. I think we went on a nice little run somewhere here. Okay, yeah, there's a 5-game win streak or something like that. Either way, we're in the playoffs going against the Indiana Pacers. Game 1, okay, we lose. In overtime, though, to Chris Paul, Derek Favors, we should be able to beat this team. Our team's better. There we go. Game 2 we win. Game 3 we win. Game 4 we lose. Game 5 is the most important game. There it is. And then we go into the second round against the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have Jimmy, Mike Conley, Carmelo. Yo, this team is stacked. I understand why they're the 1 seed. What did they finish? Did they have the best record in the league? Are we going against the best team in the league right now? 24 losses. That is the best record in the league. Let's get it, boys. Game 1. We sneak out 1 in Cleveland, where Goran Dragic has one heck of a game, 31 points. Game 2. We take both away, but I'm not going to jump the gun because the Bulls did this in real life last year against the Boston Celtics, and then we end up losing the series. So winning the first 2 games, yeah, it means something, but it don't mean everything. We're up 3-0. CJ, 36 points, 2 games in a row. Let's complete the sweep on the best team in the league. We lost 2 games to this Indiana Pacers team, but then we sweep the #1 team in the league. Now we're going against Boston. The Boston Celtics have Gordon Hayward, Steven Adams, Kenneth Reed, Buddy Hield. This team's nice too, but the last team we just swept was better. Game 1. Oh, there, they took a game from us. Okay, we're fine with that. Just come back, bounce back. Yes, that's a bounce back. Last night took a L, but tonight we're in the NBA championship going against Russell Westbrook and company. All right, see if they made any adjustments. Russell Westbrook, Drummond, Austin Rivers, JJ Redick. Oh, we made a trade with them earlier this season because we had Tyreke Evans on our team. I forgot who we traded away or who we got in return, but Tyreke Evans probably wants some. Oh my God, Tyreke Evans wants some revenge as he shoot 3 for 15. But they got Mr. Triple Double who does his thing. Game 2, we come back and fight. CJ is gonna win Finals MVP. If we win this series, CJ will win Finals MVP 29. Yes. This time he puts up just 9, but then you got DeMar DeRozan to back you up, and then we win the NBA championship. Oh, DeMar DeRozan comes out and wins Finals MVP. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, as always, be sure to leave it a like. Peace out. See y'all tomorrow.